Hey team, Mark Zeese here, Bible Land Explorer. I trust all is well with you in the place where you are. The place where I am is on the west bank of the Nile River. We're in Upper Egypt, and I've come here to think a little bit about a story that's told for us in the book of Exodus, chapter 2. There in Exodus chapter 2, we read about how a certain baby was placed in a basket, set adrift in the Nile in order to be saved. And of course, this salvation happens as a result of Pharaoh's daughter, who pulls the baby from the water and adopts him into her own family. It's an amazing story, one that is unexpected entirely. But as we think about it, I want to focus in on the daughter of Pharaoh. As we read the text, we can see certain things about her. Like, for example, we see that she is royalty. She is, in fact, the daughter of the Pharaoh. Second, we see that she's a person of spunk. She defies her own father's orders to kill all the Hebrew babies, and she rescues one, calls it her own. A third thing that we can see about the story is that she has compassion, and she rescues the child and shows love on the child. She was probably just a young girl herself at the time, some say barely a teenager. The final thing that we note about her, as communicated to us here in the text, is that she has no name. I'm sure she had a name, we just don't know it. It's not mentioned for us in Exodus chapter 2, nor is it mentioned for us in Acts chapter 7, the two places where she appears in the biblical story. Because she's anonymous, it's difficult to fix her in the pages of history, and there have been a lot of attempts to do that. Part of the challenge of identifying this Pharaoh's daughter hinges upon how one dates the Exodus, which is another event that appears in conjunction with the rescue and life and ministry of Moses. If you go with the 15th century date for the Exodus, it's quite possible that our daughter of the Pharaoh is none other than Hatshepsut. She has all the features that we would expect. She is a person of royalty. She is a person of spunk. She is a person of compassion. She herself will rule Egypt for 20 years, and it's a time of great peace. I don't know. It's hard to say. But if Hatshepsut is indeed the Pharaoh's daughter of Exodus chapter 2, we're actually looking at her mortuary temple right here that you can see behind me. This is a place that she built for her own burial area in the 15th century. It's absolutely splendid in terms of its architecture, a real model of work. And as we look at it and contemplate it, one can only ask the question, could this be the burial site of the rescuer of Moses?